Alright, welcome back to map number 3 between SaSe and TReSh. It is Night Death Mirror, it is Lost Temple. This time it is not cross spawn positions though, so perhaps some more potential for aggression. SaSe is this time spawning in the on the left hand side on the 9 o'clock spawn position. He seems to be going for Huntresses once again, especially on Lost Temple, not all too surprising. And TReSh with an Ancient of War creep again at his natural expansion. And this, if scouted by SaSe, could turn out to be a potential to actually backfire at him and hurt him quite a bit. Since this Ancient of War is quite far away from the expansion. Of course, you cannot build it right in front of it because the Goldmine creeps do have a large aggro range, and therefore, as it is so far away, it needs a while to walk there. And the first hero, which is the Priestess, doesn't need all too long to walk down here. And the scout is heading into the right direction for SaSe, so he's gonna scout the space. Demon Hunter first again for TReSh, so he's not going to go into, he's not willing to go apparently, even on Lost Temple, into a Priestess of the Moon, Mass Range, etc. mirror against SaSe. TReSh, by the way, scouting in both directions, and yeah, both of them now find their opponents. SaSe is heading towards the left hand side, and he sees the Ancient of War is finished. By the way, no archer here for TReSh, so he's heading towards this gold mine immediately, not wasting, if you will, his time building an archer here. In the meantime, Hunter's Hall and Ancient of War number 1 being built as usual by SaSe. Now he's got the resources for Ancient of War number 2. So yeah, once again, we're gonna see mass hunts by him. Ancient of War is ready to start creeping. Demon Hunter is getting there. The Priestess, wow, she's actually not going over there immediately, just forcing one detonate here and now heading there. I'm not really sure if that's the best choice. I mean, yeah, he's done some damage economically, and this Wisp is gonna have to be rebuilt before the tech can start. But perhaps he could have done more right at this camp. Then again, the 2 creeps that have fallen are not the item dropping ones, so TReSh still has some work to do here if he wants to be rewarded for this creep camp fully. As we can see, he, not even sure. Did he finish one with the Ancient of War? It looks very much like it. This looks like very little XP for 2 creeps. So apparently he's feeling the pressure here. Yeah, next Wisp is gonna have to be detonated. Nah, building a Moonwell here. That can be cancelled, but that's gonna win the Demon Hunter some time to continue creeping here. So he needs like 2 more hits. And then it's gonna be cancelled and detonate. Yes, detonate now. The meantime, Demon Hunter got away with creeping one of the trolls, but not the one with the item, only the tome dropping one. And SaSe is right there, and it is nighttime by now, and he is grabbing the item, which is the Gloves of Haste, which for the Priestess is quite useful. You know, once she's getting the Searing Arrow, which efficiency is going to be, you know, improved greatly by these Gloves of Haste. So now both of them are apparently willing to trade some. It looks like the Priestess is not going to be able to win this one. Then again, the Demon Hunter doesn't have dust yet, but the Wisp is heading down here for the reveal. So the Priestess rightfully isn't taking all too much damage, and then tries to hide in the last second, because that could have backfired, and that probably would have backfired. Tech started here, Wisp sees it, 3rd Moonwell coming. Finally, Hunter's production can also start for TReSh, but it's 1 Huntress against 2 that are already out, and number 3 is out, and number 4 and 5 are being produced, so there is a timing window that TReSh is gonna have to try and survive as best as he can before he can stabilize here and, you know, get a proper late game army out. And then, even if he does so, then this is still Lost Temple. And there's great opportunities for hit and run and for SaSe to expand everywhere and exploit the superior mobility of his army. but that's still a way off. Let's take a look at the harassment here first, because if this Ancient of War dies, then there's not going to be any production remaining for TReSh anytime soon, and that's not going to help him out at all. And yeah, the Ancient of War has fallen. So it's the Demon Hunter and 2 Hunts for a long time. An Ancient Protector has been built already though, so that might be able to help him out a little bit. This Ancient of War is never ever going to be allowed to come up. Is there space in the back of his base? Yes, there is, but he probably doesn't want to waste it, so to speak, by building a tier 1 building back there. So difficult situation. The first hunt is taking quite some damage, but keep in mind that there's even the heal fountain in the middle of the map, so SaSe doesn't even have to make use of the Moonwells, and there are already 2 hunts waiting at that heal fountain, plus the Priestess of the Moon, and SaSe up at 45 supply. Reveal just used by TReSh, so he, like me, wants to know if SaSe decides to go for tier 2 here, and the answer is no. He's adding the first 2 glaive throwers, and this can only mean a lot of pressure towards the base of TReSh's round attempt, and with the 48 Huntresses, he's able to close that one. Demon Hunter does not have dust. Maybe yeah, he's using reveal immediately just to Demon Hunter doesn't use the Town Ball, just to definitely make sure that this hunt doesn't get away with hiding, but eventually she does get away with hiding, and the Demon Hunter goes down. I mean, level 1 Demon Hunter, he doesn't want to TP with that one, because then all the Moonwells are empty and he's under enough pressure as it is already with full Moonwells. But at the same time, his altar is occupied at the moment and he's losing. Does SaSe not have reveal around? He would have lost another hunt here if there was a Scout Wisp, say at this tree for example. But yeah, his altar being occupied at the moment, building the Keeper, is going to mean that his Demon Hunter is going to take oh so much longer to come back. It looks like SaSe just clearing his way here currently, maybe just waiting for the glaive throwers to arrive here, and they are right now, and so is the rest of his army. And what does TReSh have to deal with this? 26 supply against 50. Keeper is out right now. Demon Hunter being rebuilt as well. 1 Ancient of Lore finished. He's got Dryad production, but quite frankly, against glaive throwers and this number of Huntresses, a Dryad or 2 or even 3 are probably not going to make all too much of a difference. I'm assuming the second Ancient of Lore is going to be attacked eventually by the Huntresses of SaSe, but at first he's got to make sure not to let the Huntresses of TReSh get any surface area against these glaive throwers. So far he's done well at doing so, killing one of those and keeping this other one away for the moment. The glaive throwers attacking that one right now. Entangle used onto one of the hunts of SaSe. Third glaive thrower arriving right now. The Ancient Protector number 1 of SaSe is being built in the meantime as well. And yeah, as soon as SaSe dives in here too deeply, he might get punished for it. But at the same time, as long as he stays out, I don't see a way for TReSh to fight here anytime soon. The Demon Hunter is trying to go for the glaive thrower, but yeah, very good job by SaSe, blocking first up here in the middle, then marching his hunts down, continuing to block the DH, making sure that this glaive thrower survives. And the first glaive thrower for TReSh is out as well, though. The Ancient of War actually was allowed to come up here, which yeah, might be a bit of a surprise. SaSe self-killing one of his hunts. I'm guessing he's gonna boost himself up to 50 supply shortly again, and the glaive thrower got taken down, and the Ancient of War is gonna fall in just a second as well. And I think this was the last glaive thrower of the game that we've seen from TReSh. Another hunt is not... now it's going down thanks to the last hit of the Keeper, not even dying to the Entangle. And yeah, these glaive throwers can just happily attack the Tree of Ages, and it looks like that one is going to go down in just a second. So is the DH, or isn't he? Heal potion bought, but TReSh already taps out. SaSe wins 2-1 here, in a game in which he was able, also thanks to the spawn position, but then I guess TReSh could have just adapted differently, in which he was able to stall the Ancient of War of TReSh for a very long time, and he had superior production. And TReSh, he's got the Ancient Protector, sure, but he may have not realized the difficult situation he already was in, basically right from the start. He lost the Agent of War eventually down at his natural expansion. He had no production for quite a long time, and you know, when you're facing 50 supply with like a 30 supply army, which isn't really superiorly teched. I mean, he had a second hero out and he had like one Dryad out or so, but that's not really, say, a tech advantage really coming into play, and he never got that coming into play. SaSe, finishing TReSh off very quickly after the superior early game that he was able to play there. And he's taking 3 points here, and TReSh is still down at 0. And for the rest of the group, Proteus with 2 victories so far, flawless tournament by him. I mean, he only had to play 1 serious match basically, but he was able to take that one very convincingly against Kemper. Previously, we've seen, well, 2/3 of the best of 3 between Ciara and Satini, where Ciara was able to turn it around nicely. And now it is SaSe who also joins this club of people with 3 points, and it's only TReSh who's lacking behind and who's already in a terrible spot in this tournament after only 2 play days played. And on play day number 3, well, it's going to be Kemper against Satini, 2 of the 3 points players. It's going to be SaSe against Ciara, the 2 other 3-point players, and it's going to be Proteus against TReSh. And if Proteus wins that, then you know, TReSh is basically screwed already, and Proteus, at least when it comes to the top 3, will be in a very, very good position already. Or, of course, if TReSh wins, then he's able to keep the tournament, or at least this group, open for everyone. But it's going to be a while until we'll see that, because up next is going to be Group C. Grubby against Lil DC will be the next best of 3. We'll see. And I hope you'll tune in for that. I hope you'll give this one the thumbs up and comment and subscribe, which I guess most of you should have done already. And I'll see you next time. Bye.